Man, the amount of hours and days we spent friggin' traveling, he must just be getting more and more powerful. His plans must advance by the time we finally arrive. But hopefully the game won't think about that. So, Dunkus, please help me. Tell me how to break these links, please.
My cousin bonded himself in many places before he decided to target the heart of the island.
You did tell me, and you must know that by doing so, he has acquired a power that no Donegada has ever possessed.
Not even High King Vinba?
We need to break some of his bonds in order to weaken him.
Rest assured, all the Donegada will answer to the call of their High King. And with their help, we will heal the wound your cousin has opened. However, to accomplish this, it is I who will need your help.
What can I do?
During the ritual, the one who is bonding himself spills some of his blood near the base of a stone. And this blood summons a guardian. The guardian lifts the stone so that it may serve as an anchor point for the bond. The only way to break this bond is to have a guardian topple the stone. We will be able to do it, but these
Didn't I do that once? Didn't I make a guardian when killing him? Didn't I knock him over?
So, in the meantime,
into the stone and it knocked over.
You must prevent your cousin from drawing magic from the place. Here, take these seeds and plant them at the bottom of your cousin's bonding stones. These plants grow very fast, and their roots will prevent him from drawing the strength of Tiefradi. However, you must be careful, because the guardians corrupted by him will come to defend the stones.
Thank you, Duncan.
You're saying multiple guardians, possibly at once?
Your cousin. Don't worry.
They better be some relatively weak boys.
Finish the work of the plants I have given you.
Okay. Right, Constantine's link in the Sanctuary of Credven and the Sanctuary at Vedvavi. It's not easy to say that at all. Alright. Well, I guess we'll begin at Credven. Oh my god, they're both miles away. How close is the Sanctuary from it? But see, we're taking another 1 day, 8 hours to even get to here. It's gonna... He will have plotted, like... I mean, he will have bonded to, like, 9 more places at the time it takes us to break 1. At least we're not too far from the camp now. And we got Kurt and Siora. Siora tends to get her ass kicked by the Guardians, to be honest. She seems to be the only one the Guardians had to kill. Mainly because she, even though she has magic, she'll often just go in and try and stab the fucker. I kind of want to take her sword away from her, but there's no way I can. Yeah, it seems like you're only one Guardian, huh? In which case, you're immediately getting frozen. And then a little punch to the face. And now I need to run the fuck away, please. There you go. Okay, we're doing a decent amount of damage here. We absolutely do need Kurt to rip its armor apart, though, so I can start a shooting. Because when we're shooting, oh, God. Why would you guys stand in the middle of the damn fire, you idiots? You know what? Hold on. Hold on, hold on. Armor powers, thank you. God, I love that ability. I barely use it, but oh my god, even with my extra armor, we take that amount of damage? This might be the toughest one we've ever fought. Fine, let's just keep firing, but I mean, I'm already nearly out of ammo. Magic, I mean. I'm gonna try shooting for a bit, genuinely. And we're gonna try and rip away its armor. And once its armor is ripped away, Kurt can do more damage, and I can start doing actual damage with my gun. Ow. Siora, feel like maybe you want to heal me? Maybe a bit, come on. Thank you. And again, there we go. We're gonna be alright, and I can shoot. Thank fuck this thing has insane range. That is incredibly useful, isn't it? Oh, I think I hit, like, at the same time someone. I thought I was doing extreme damage there, but no, it's just Kurt with his absolute ultimate mace of doom. Jesus, guns are overpowered. Look at this. Especially when you've just got basically unlimited friggin' ammo, considering I've been picking up through the entire game. Yes, I'm trying to heal you guys. I'm just gonna keep shooting. Fuck it, my gun might be more useful than my magic at this point. Kurt, please live. Kurt, come on, buddy. I'm not wasting some fucking resuscitation powder on you. Go! Ooh. I'm gonna bring you back to life. Don't you worry, buddy. And immediate armor. Boom, you're untouchable. Ow. Okay, he's quite a bit touchable. Kurt's dead. We're gonna have to do this without Kurt, which means magic time. Except only missiles, because, oh my god, the magic missiles do nothing against this arsehole. I don't even really know why. Let's hit the 3 big ones, and then it's time to just go back to gunfire. Siora, can you hold out against this guy? Almost definitely not, huh? Whoa! That's the downside to using guns all the time, huh? Ow. Ow. Ow! That was very, very nearly close. Come on. Come on. Heal up, me. Oh, my armor's fucking deteriorated already. That spell does not last long enough, does it? And I must have used like 50 rounds on this guy already. Maybe I should hold out and just use my magic for a little while. Even though I only do like 95 damage. Jesus. Fucking Siora's doing more damage than I am. Okay, now we punch him to death. Come on. That's a decent amount of damage. I mean, it ain't much. I don't know why this is the toughest one we've ever fought. I'm not sure what's so special about him, but... come on now. You're going down. How do I make you knock the thing over, though? Or do I not bother? I guess I don't bother. But it was like... the only way you could... there are already plants here. I don't understand. It was like the only way you could do this is if the guy knows the other thing. But that's not happening, apparently.
The plant seems to be growing extremely fast. The Donigarda of Dunkus
we cured it!
Sure to be here soon to finish breaking the bond.
Thank the fucks. Okay, I'll see you guys in Vedlvi. I'm gonna call it Vedlvi, because I think that's a much better name. Well, I mean, this dude doesn't seem to be nearly as far away, but where is the Guardian? This one doesn't actually seem to have one. Oh, no. No, there he is, and guess what? He's got friends. How is it? Oh, it's a swamp one. That's why he's got friends. Oh, we haven't taken on one of you in, I don't know how long. You're the boob beast, or whatever the hell. You're the hentai creature. Well, there's several hentai creatures in this game, unfortunately. But let's try and take out its buddies before... if it's got buddies, does that mean it's going to have, like, a pathetic health bar of its own? Or maybe I can invite its buddies to sort of come say hi. No, I didn't do that well enough. Oh no, it's got a shitload of health. Maybe more than the last. Look at its stupid walk, though. It looks like Jack fucking Sparrow. But, Jack Sparrow, if Jack Sparrow was the weakest man I've ever seen, what the hell? This is unbelievably easy. I don't even really care about your poison. Poison me as much as you friggin' want. I'm gonna hit the big one. Here we go. No, don't aim at its little buddy. Why would we aim at its little buddy? I'm accidentally aiming at its little buddy. Come on now. It's already on half health. This is barely a Guardian. Who's gonna go down to this thing? Man, well done, Constantine, you fucking idiot. You corrupted the weakest thing I've ever seen. Jesus Christ, I bet it didn't resist much, did it? Look at this. Uh-oh. But it has friends, which isn't very helpful. I mean, why would they make this as well as, like, the big terrifying fire beast? It is just nothing in comparison. Right, let's down another magic potion, because I can honestly finish it in the next couple of hits, and that's without any kind of magical weakness. There we go. It's fucking dead. That was it. Its fucking regular animal friend survived longer than it. And Kurt is just a monster with that mace, man. I'm so glad I gave him that. Instead of a blade. It just crushes armor as well, as far as I can tell. And where did it go? I want to loot it, but... oh, it dropped nothing? God, you're the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. Please don't become one of those, Siora. Anything but one of those. I can't bang one of those.
Seems to be growing extremely fast. The Donigarda of Dunkus.
Why are you surprised? You watched this happen with the other one.
Breaking the bond.
So now, oh, the point of no return. You will not be able to continue other ongoing quests, but the only one is Serapheddin. Seraphedex. And I'm not going to bother finding those. I'm really not. Gather your companions before going to the sanctuary. Well, where? Where do I do that? I have no idea. So I'll see you guys back at camp. I really hope where it says gather your companions. Oh, Dorganendu camp? Okay, well, we'll go there. I really hope when it says gather your companions, it's going to give everyone a really wonderful send-off. I think that'll be so damn sweet. Please?
How are you feeling, my child? What you are about to do is difficult.
Here we go!
Don't make it harder than it has to be, Petrus. Fighting against your cousin isn't pleasant, but it's the only logical
Are we not
thing
meant to be
do.
in this camera
A
angle?
nicer
Please
way
don't
of
tell me it's
saying he has no
busted.
choice.
Indeed. I must stop Constantine, regardless of what it may cost me. Not only to obtain an antidote to the Malachor, but also to save this island.
I have learned many things by your side, and
Okay, that's
thanks
better.
to you, I was able to give my mother back to the earth. I won't forget this. And this is my land, my people. I will be by your side. You will not go through this ordeal alone.
What's happened to Constantine is regrettable. But you're doing what must be done. You're a good person, Greenblood. Then you can count on your old master of arms to protect you.
We will all.
I better be able to,
concerns
Kurt.
all of us, doesn't it?
Naturally.
We will be by your side to support you both physically and spiritually.
Thank you.
Petra, shut the
You have
fuck
been
up. No one
precious
cares about
allies,
San
and you are
Mateus right
proving
now.
once more the value of your friendship. Now let's go. It'll be a shame if we arrive too late.
Yeah, can you imagine? We just wasted our time talking around. Oh, why the hell do I need to gather my companions there of all places when we go into the Fiery Soul? Assault on the Heart. I wonder if I can just turn back now. Like, no, I changed my mind. Oh, I missed out this. Oops. Well, maybe we couldn't get there before. Let's go ahead. Well, where is everyone? Is no one going to join us?
Constantine managed to get through. Let's hurry.
So people have already fought. But who have you beaten up, Constantine? I gathered all my I mean, there's no corpses left around. I didn't see any evidence of a fight. Oh my god, we're bringing all of our crew! Okay, one thing I gotta do. I think Vasco has a really, really old sword. What are you using? Oh no, you're using... Yeah, you're using a fucking badass blade. I didn't realize what it was at first. Let me up... Oh my god, Vasco's a monster. I didn't quite realize just how powerful he was. I've been giving us every... I think I've been giving him like, I think he's just been really lucky in the times when I've been able to take him out, in that I've just given him the most powerful goddamn weapons possible out of nowhere. Because I've just been like, hey, why not? Oh, yeah, we didn't go here because it says never go to the left. Let's hope we don't cause a problem by doing just that. What have we got around here? Oh, it's just a crafting bench? Oh, fuck me. The Bridge Alliance didn't... They didn't stick to the right. And now their entire body was red. Did you see that? That man was nothing but blood anymore. Or girl. I think it was a girl. Fucking hell. This is terrifying. Small shotgun brass barrel. Well, at least there's a surviving camp up here. But why is it only the Bridge Alliance? That's so much stuff. What the fuck? We just picked up everything. We just completely looted that person. Took all their clothes, all their weapons, all their money. These poor fucks. Right. Hello, Bridge.
Sadly, we couldn't stop your cousin.
Everyone! Siglinda
suddenly
too!
Stormed our position, along with a horde of enraged creatures. We didn't stand a chance.
And now there are beasts attacking us relentlessly. My men are doing all they can to stop them.
We thought it best to stay here to keep the
And just
path
keep it up,
open
we'll be
for you,
okay!
Should you want to face your cousin.
Thank you. You did well.
No, I think I changed my
Everything in
mind,
power to
actually,
catch
you
him
know.
and stop him from carrying out his plan. Keep holding on as long as you can. I need to be able to reach him.
Wait, there's a group of creatures coming.
Well, we've got my entire freaking army ready to fight. Let's do this, guys! If I can even get out of where I am. Look at this! You know what? I'm gonna be one of the gunnery squad. No, I'm not. I'm gonna get right in there, and we're gonna explode. You know what? Here comes some storm, and we can rip them all apart in like 2 hits. Beautiful. Fucking beautiful. And I've already got all my adrenaline back. How good was that? Oh, and now we're all just ganging up on this one little arsehole. Poor thing.
Right. We must help
No,
them
you
stop
won't,
these
Kurt.
creatures.
Are you sure?
No,
Every minute
Kurt!
gained is a minute that allows you to save us.
Glad to have you with us, Kurt.
But you're on
Just
my
like
squad.
the good old days.
And thank you too, Afra.
He's on my squad,
It is an
though.
honor.
Enough with the talking, Greenblood. Go.
Is it going to be a
And stop,
one-on-one?
Constantine. I'd hate to be doing this for nothing.
In that case, thank you. And good luck to both of you.
I swear to fuck it. Were they going to die if we didn't do their loyalty missions? Is it pulling a suicide mission from Mass Effect 2 on me? Well, I don't need any more armor. I don't even need agility. Let's improve accuracy. Do a little more damage. And I guess I'll give myself a kick. Fucking no. Maybe now I could use a half-decent gun. Like this arquebus. This arquebus. Not any arquebus. Afra's old arquebus. Oh, come on, everyone. We've got a fucking war to win. And a lot of people to loot. Well, not that there's any reason for me to give anyone anything now. Since they're all just going to stay behind, I just got an old claymore for our good buddy Kurt, and I can't even give it to him. We're going to literally become weaker and weaker as we traverse this place. I wonder if I could have just avoided going to where the coin guard and the Bridge Alliance were hanging out, just so I could have kept Afra and Kurt. I don't know. Who's going to go next, though? Oh, good. I've got Petrus and Seora, because that's totally what I wanted. I wonder what would have happened if I didn't have every single, like, ally with us. If I didn't get the coin guard, would Kurt have stayed with me? What's going on there? I don't quite get it. I'm gonna have to leave behind, like, a lot of this stuff, or we're very quickly gonna hit, like, the peak of, capacity, aren't we? Maybe I need to start looking at what I'm picking up. Scorpion Sting, however, sounds amazing.
There you are.
Natives and
I was starting to think that we would die here for nothing.
Seora!
Your cousin just passed through.
You mean
here
I'm
with a
running
horde of beasts, and he keeps
the
sending
final
us
fucking
more.
companions we're gonna have a Petrus.
We're not used to fighting creatures like these.
And
we are, and we will
who
hold
else?
long enough for you
No
to
one?
reach the heart, even if we must die in the process. But you must chase him. You must prevent him from performing the ritual at all costs. If Enon Milfrichtiman dies, we're all doomed.
I'm well aware of that, believe me. But here come some more beasts. To arms!
I believe I'll just have Petrus. What the hell kind of team is that? Me and Petrus riding off into the sunset. He's like my least used and potentially least liked guy. What the hell? Alright, fine. I mean, I don't dislike him. I don't know. It seems really weird. My most underused crew member is the one I use right at the end. Is that poetic? Probably
I'll
not.
stay with my people.
And I'll stay with her.
Don't do that, Seora.
One blade more can't hurt.
We need to prevent the beasts from following your tracks.
Yeah, we could.
You're
use
telling
some
me
help here, to be
Taleme were
honest.
on the front
I
lines?
wouldn't have put it that way, but the Moridigan
Oh, I
isn't
didn't realize
wrong.
it was Fernando till now.
You see? Over and done.
You should go now. And may the volcano give you its strength.
Well, good luck. Oh, and Seora.
Say I love you.
Kayato.
Oh! Oh, he said it! He said it! Oh, he said I love you. Ain't that fucking adorable? I thought it was just going to completely ignore the fact that we're with her, but it didn't. And I'm so glad it didn't. That was a... that felt good. And we're picking up a little extra ammo on the way, because chances are I'm going to shoot my own cousin in the face many, many times. So... Constantine? This should be the last battle. Excuse me? Hey, girl! What's going on? Keto.
Is this the last time I'll see your face?
I don't know.
Oh, great. You've got a lot of faith in me then, don't you?
Go.
Keto. Where's Petrus? Oh, he didn't want to watch the passionate makeup. It's against his religion. Alright, fine. Well, let's freeze these up. Oh, I'm about to unbreak it. Oh, I thought it was going to be one of those situations where I immediately unfreeze them. Yep, and that happens. So, I don't even reach my cousin. I get slapped in the face by a tail and die. That's the canon ending. See you guys later. Oh, no, we're here. Oh, well, this is going to be really, really disappointing now. I'll see you guys in a sec. Well, that's those arseholes dealt with. Petrus didn't even join me in that battle because it all bugged out, but... Man, well, I guess it's time to find Taleme. I guess they maybe a bit redeemed themselves slightly. by maybe a bit being on the front lines, but it feels really strange with Petrus. I know I said it before, but why him? Oh, here we are at Selene, but it looks like there's only one poor bastard still alive. What the hell happened here? And why do you look like the Mother Cardinal?
There you
Oh,
are.
a new ring?
Praise the enlightened.
I'll have to check that out.
Your cousin
Has already reached the heart. Our other allies informed me. They are also trying to stop the
You're
creatures.
literally on your own here. I don't blame Petrus if he stays
all
here.
the way there and do everything I can to stop him.
In that case, may the enlightened keep you in his divine... Oh no. More beasts are coming. Be prepared!
Your enlightened clearly didn't keep you in his divine or whatever, did he? Everyone is dead, and I don't even see these beasts. Oh, they're all coming off in the distance. Well, they're unbelievably powerful at this point. So I don't know what to do. I might even try and stay at a distance, so I'm genuinely just dead. They're so damn powerful at this point. And they're just regular freaking enemies. I hit another one and then back away. There you go. I'm not going to try and overdo it at this point, because if I do, I'm immediately dead. Now let's take this one out specifically, and we're just that little bit safer from swinging tails. Are you not even going to try and fight, girl? Oh my god. Okay, there you go. Why is Selene magic way darker than you'd expect? What the hell was that?
With my people.
I knew you'd say that.
I think you mean person,
Well, I wasn't
Petrus.
going to let the young ones get all the glory.
Your help would be a blessing, Father.
You see?
The glory
You
of
should
just
go now, my
being
child.
dead,
Be careful.
ripped apart by
We're
a
all
big
praying for
lizard.
your success.
Thank you, Petrus. Be careful too.
You're not even looking at me. God, I wish you weren't the last one to come with me. Did they expect Petrus to be everyone's favorite character? Why? Ring of Excommunication. Let's see if I can get just that little bit powerful on our last little trip in. Ring of Excommunication. No, it's not quite as good. I think it's what I have on Petrus, actually, so it probably wasn't going to be. Can I give myself a blade? And just give myself another ring? I've taken the fucking stupid hammer that I had at the start of the game all the way to the end because I just never use it. And therefore have never had a chance to change it. And you can't just take it off. We have no choice, guys. It's time to end this. Constantine, you will answer for your crimes. Why are you doing this? Is it going to give me a choice? Side with Constantine or don't? Because there's only one way, right? Unless he's got some serious convincing power on him. Maybe he's got a cape now. Or a little hat that makes him that tiny bit smarter. Oh, I knew we'd be back here somehow. It's just the perfect spot for a battle, isn't it? And we didn't have it last time. So, welcome to the heart of the world.
Constantine!
Why do you look so unhappy? And when did you get old? What the f- Oh, I forgot how big the ones in here are! Oh, I actually need to fight it! Not I borrow! What kind of chance do we have against- Look at it! It's massive and I don't even have my friends! I rely on my friends entirely in these fights! Yeah, I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do. I can't even freeze the fucking thing. Stasis definitely doesn't work. No, oh no, it does. It does. It's just regular stasis. Didn't seem to... Right, we'll hit another storm. Come on. What do you want from me? At the very least, he doesn't do an enormous amount of damage, and I have shitloads of health potions if I need them. And magic potions. I finally don't have to feel bad about using them. There you go. Punch! Aha! Now you're weak to my magic. Oh my... Whoa! There's no chance of dodging that. He does it so quickly. And he uses the environment to his advantage, which isn't all that helpful. I'm not exactly sure how I broke his armor, but I also won't complain. Did you drop a rock on your own head, you little idiot? Alright, come on. One! What am I aiming at? What the fuck am I aiming at? That was terrible. How do we hit with, like, only one of those? Oh, come on, charge it. It seems like he's too far away for us to do any damage, and it's really annoying. But we've also nearly got him on half health basically instantly, which is pretty easy. Like, we're on roughly the same amount of health, and I can heal myself. And when I say roughly the same amount, I mean, like, percentage. Obviously, he has a few fucking billion more than me. Chug a potion. Come on. Drug addict time. Let's go. I'm basically just going to be consistently downing potions and hoping that Constantine, it doesn't have like an even more epic form than this thing. Which would be very scary, Constantine. I'd sort of be proud of you a bit. Oh, man. Okay, we need to charge up that adrenaline real quick before we run out of damage on you and or magic. Really? You can hit me while I'm down? That's really unfair. I can't hit enemies when they're down. I probably can. That's probably a massive lie. I just can't remember. Okay. Okay, we can do this now. Come on. Don't you try and land on me, you horny fuck. There we go. I don't know why the stun didn't work the first time around, but I'm so angry that it didn't because it wasted so much adrenaline really early on. No, you don't. We dodged that shit. And down yet another potion. Easy. This is quite the relatively easy final boss fight, especially since we're on our own. Didn't expect this to be ungodlily tough, but it's really not. And I'm on the I'm on hard difficulty. I believe there's one above this. Not that I can quite remember. More potions, please. Thank you. I'm so glad we basically have endless potions. I don't know where I got all these from, but it's the most useful thing in the world, even if we've only got one of the little ones left, and quite a lot of the major ones. Ready? Boom. I really wanted to shoot you, actually. I don't know why I didn't. Look at that. Oh, you a sexy little bastard.
Stop. Step back.
Who are you talking to? Oh, you're talking to the creature. What a wonderful tongue that thing has. I bet he's popular with the lady guardians. With the boob battle beasts.
Why?
Hentai creatures.
Why have you done this? But for you. For us. So that we may live free at last. This makes no sense. Constantine, it's madness.
You don't understand because you're still attached to the old world. This old, dying world which, to survive, has betrayed, used, and manipulated us and would not have hesitated to kill us.
Perhaps, but...
Oh, we should have never told him.
And I understood the vanity of it all. My father's ruses just so he could earn more power. The political bowing and scraping to preserve corrupted nations. I have been offered unrivaled power, allowing me to get rid of this. To send the old world back to its inevitable death.
In the process, killing thousands of
and
innocents.
Something new here. Something unique.
Oh, it's one of those.
This new world is my gift to you. You and I could be its new gods, the immortal and benevolent monarchs.
He himself is the incarnation of the old world he is speaking of. He has its vices and its poison. For his own immortality, he's prepared to destroy everything around him, to break millennia of cycles. I implore you, flesh of my land, think of all the lives that will come to an end to feed his pride.
Don't listen to this old god. He's like all the others, after all, clinging to life. All you have to do is to bind yourself here, with me, and we will be gods together, forever.
This actually is a choice, huh? I'm sorry, Constantine. If I truly believe that that might be your intentions and you could do it safely and it wouldn't bring about the murder of everyone, then maybe you'd have something here. But unfortunately, you just look like a disabled reindeer who's really seen some shit. And that's not a god I want to follow. So, buddy, as much as it pains me and as much as I really liked you,
come,
I have to do this.
Oh, what a shame.
Good night, sweet prince.
But you're a native now, don't you have that good night, sweet prince? But what? But why would you say that? Ruin the dramatic moment. That was horrible, but amazing. amazing. My god. Oh, it completely threw me off my train of thought. I was going to say something important then. Yes, but wouldn't he have like the resilience of a native, and therefore being stabbed in the chest almost definitely wouldn't kill him? Maybe a minor inconvenience, you know, walking off the next day, but... Oh.
After the fall of Constantine, my young student managed to
concilium.
establish stronger links between the old nations and
Oh,
the natives.
cute.
Some of their donegada were even invited to the continent, and with their help, it slowly became a land filled with life again. And for the first time in a long while, the number of cases of the Malicor is decreasing.
Fucking maybe because they're all dying, but we won't mention that part.
Were celebrated everywhere. After all, if it weren't for this unlikely alliance, the island would have fallen into Constantine's greedy hands. This victory allowed Siora to become the Marl of her village, but she often leaves to be reunited with the one she believes to be her soulmate. Sieglinde took Kurt as an advisor, but he insisted on keeping his place alongside his former student and friend, watching his back.
I'm so happy about that.
Afra set aside her weapons and went back to her research on the native culture and flora of the island. It is said that she is
Can't
even
really blame her
writing a
there.
book with the help of Dunkas's clan when not visiting her friends.
Dude!
For his bravery, Vasco was awarded the rank of commander. He now travels the sea.
This is really nice. I got goosebumps.
But he often comes back to visit his brother-in-arms. Petrus's ambitions
Brothers
have
and sisters,
finally been
actually.
fulfilled. He obtained the much-coveted title of Cardinal. Despite the responsibilities implied by such a title, he still sometimes visits the one he calls his child. Despite the help Ulan received, which allowed him to restore the importance of the seaside Nemeus, he still had to renounce the role of Marl as he faced the contempt of the other clans. Her friendship with Renaixe helped Deirdre to
I didn't think they'd talk about that one.
She willfully accepted to follow the orders of her new High King.
Oh, awesome.
Dunkas and
yeah,
his
good.
people
Fuck Ulan. I
spent
don't
a
like
lot of
Ulan, but that was a
time
minor
with
choice. I didn't think that would become so important.
theologians. Patiently, they shared their knowledge of the earth and learnt new techniques from one another. And in so doing, they restored balance between the new world and the old. Following the investigations revealing the horrifying practices of Dr. Asili, the Alliance changed their methods and even appointed an ethics council to oversee the work of its scholars. The public revelations of St. Matthias's life led to a deep change in Ptolemy. The Ordo Luminis was dismantled for good, and the missionaries' purpose is now to establish dialogue rather than conversion. Aware that their culture of secrets would lead them to their demise, the Nords changed their methods.
No, I want them to be these badass, mysterious...
Notably natives. Under Sieglinde's control, the Guard
I didn't say that they gave him up,
to
I guess, the
honorable
secrets.
values that had made its reputation. And they did so all the more easily now that their shadiest members were out of the picture.
Spiders. Guys, that was such a surprise. I expected good things, and the trailer that made the game look absolutely amazing, and I must admit, the game wasn't what I expected. It was very, very different. It was, I don't know how to explain it. It was much more old school, but stylized. So very stylized. Like, there are points... It feels like something totally new, and I really do hope they develop a franchise out of this. And here you can see how few people did actually work on a game that is about 50 hours long for me, I believe. Maybe like 47, 50. Yeah, a very long game, a very big game, a very great game with an awesome story, in my opinion. With the setbacks, obviously, of a AA environment, but brimming with personality, heart, and ambition. It was amazing. I can't believe how much I loved this game. when I cliffhangered myself last night, I was just like, oh man, just want to find out what happens. What's Constantine doing? What are you doing? Kind of thing. It was really good. And when I wasn't playing this game, I was thinking about playing this game. It was fantastic and one of my sleeper hits of the year. Genuinely, out of the new games I've played this year, which admittedly isn't very many, and I'm sure if I played Kingdom Hearts 3, Kingdom Hearts 3 would absolutely be my favorite because Kingdom Hearts 3 is... Kingdom Hearts is my favorite series of all time. But yeah, if I played stuff like that, maybe, I don't know, Resident Evil Remake, which I didn't, that would be my game of the year. But right now, this is a real contender. Thinking about it, I've played very few new games this year, but right now, I believe it's up there. It's been really, really amazing. So let's get... I don't know why, the credits music is really, really lackluster. And the thing is I want to talk about the music here, because the music is utterly stunning in this game. And places have their particular themes, some more notable than others. I think Hikmet has one of the best scores in the game. It's so unique, it's so awesome, it's so epic. But it's not just the epic sort of baroque sounding music either that's so great. There are just atmospheric moments. Some of the ambience in the game, the cricket noises in the native villages, the old style native sounding instruments like the panpipes or whatever the fuck they use. Unbelievably atmospheric. There are some times in the native villages, one in particular, it might be Doomcusses, it might be someone else, but the music there, the ambience there is, it's completely just enveloping. It's amazing. You feel like you're fucking there, even despite the game's flaws, like maybe outdated graphics to an extent, and, you know, the lip sync issues, and you could still be immersed. The lip sync issues didn't bother me after maybe like the first session. I was just so into it that I was like, oh fuck it, I don't care. You know, and then when this game is as you know, not high budget as it is, it's just sort of understandable, isn't it? I don't have a problem with it. I think it even, sorry, Kurt McClung, that's a brilliant name, but I just think it's sort of, charming in a way. It just adds charm because it is rough as around the edges. It's rough as fuck around the edges. No, don't end the credits. I'm not done talking. How dare you? Well, if it takes us to the title screen, yeah, okay, I'll keep talking. I will just do a mini review here if you don't want to listen. You don't have to, but I'm very passionate about this game. I think it's amazing. I think AA experiences like this, especially amazing ones, need to come back, and I did go into this quite skeptical. I haven't played a Spiders game before, but I know they receive mid to above average reviews at best. And they're sold at quite high prices, which sort of puts people off. This one, however, completely justifies its price. Longer than a hell of a lot of AAA games, and if anything, and it's a lower price point than a lot of AAA games, and I have so much fun with it. So let's talk about those outdated graphics, because I don't think it matters. Graphics isn't a major deal with me. Obviously, I fucking love when graphics blow me away, but some things in this game did blow me away. It's the art direction, it's the presentation of Tear Freddy, and it's sometimes, in many cases, it's cities, and it's palaces. It's gorgeous in so many places, and yes, it suffers from a lot of repetition, sometimes even in the outside environments, but especially in the interiors. I'm going to turn this game down a little bit now, thank you. Yes. Yeah, it sort of suffers from interiors being the same, but I mean, it's understandable. They can't really map every interior ever. I just can't believe how good this game was, man. And it has provided me some amazing vistas that sort of made my jaw drop, you know? And the quest system. These detective-style investigation quests that dot the game. There was not a single fetch quest in this game besides, like, hey, set up camps, which isn't a fetch quest, and hey, look for these notes, which were totally optional and not necessary. But every quest, there was some really, really interesting quests, both main and side. In fact, I think a lot of the side quests trumped quite a few of the main quests, especially a particular one involving a certain doctor, which reveals a shitload about the in-game lore. Hell, one of the side quests revealed that you were actually born on the goddamn island. And it's like, wow, that's a major fucking plot device. And it was in a side quest. There's so much to discover in this damn game. More so than its main quest. It's huge and it's stunning and it's great. I really, really like Greedfall. And I can only hope that they make a sequel or even a franchise from it. I think it could work really well. And Spiders have finally established themselves as a damn good RPG studio, no matter how small. And Spiders, you've got a very, very avid fan in me now. I'm tempted to go back to their old works, but I'm also worried that it might put me off a bit, so I'm not going to do that, at least for now. We'll see. As you've probably noticed, when I do like mini reviews like this at the end, it's absolutely not scripted, and it is sort of right after I finish the game, so I haven't really had time to settle my thoughts and like be like, that wasn't, you know, it's excitement right now. This is what I'm feeling after finishing, which I guess is the best thing, because that's what you've experienced coming out of the game. Criticism that you find over won't necessarily matter if you've only just, you know, it's the experience that matters, not necessarily the technical prowess sometimes. So, I thought the factions were all very well done. I think they cover a lot of lore. They have a lot of lore behind them if you search and if you do all the side quests. And they all have their own motivations, their own cultures, their own, the politics, I guess, like, you know, they're warring with each other and all that kind of stuff. You couldn't particularly interact with the two big ones, like, Thélème and the Bridge Alliance, as much as I would like, and the congregation was sort of only Constantine. That was sort of the only thing that really happened. It was very hard to piss off the congregation. I didn't even know if you could, to be honest. But yes, Thélème and the Bridge Alliance, I feel like somehow you couldn't quite interact with the factions enough. You could do it maybe they're 2 side quests each. And I did, like I mentioned, I think in like a few episodes ago, it's quite hard if you're doing the side quests to have any faction hate you. There aren't really many big decisions where it's like, right, I'm gonna help these guys fight, and that's really gonna piss off these guys, but I agree with them morally, so I'm gonna do what's right. And then it didn't really sit like, yeah, maybe you'd lose like 2 rep points with the dudes you fought, but I just murdered like their entire army. Are they not gonna be more pissed off? I feel like a game with so much political intrigue and diplomacy, like you're a fucking diplomat. When has a game ever done that before? It's a really cool premise, but I mean, I'm sure it has done it before, just I haven't played one, we'll put it that way. Not that I can remember anyway. I need to turn this fucking game down, Jesus Christ. So, yes, I do wish it was a little bit more fleshed out in the diplomacy systems. I would kind of like if maybe a faction hated me. Or I would have to then work really hard to make them like me again. I did get everyone to join us at the end, which felt really cool. It was great having your allies come together, but it felt like I didn't, you know, to make the faction like you again, you do maybe 2 side quests to them, and they're like, we welcome you, you're our best friend, we love you, hi. And it just feels a little bit weak. It feels like it should be more fleshed out. It feels like it should be quite easy for those factions to turn on you, especially with how treacherous they are. I did so many horrible things to the Bridge Alliance, and to Thélème especially, actually, yet they just loved me. Like, I fully sided with the natives, yet I was still able to make the Bridge Alliance completely friendly with me, and Thélème, and it was really strange, but, oh well. I thought the companions were pretty well fleshed out. Not BioWare levels, you can just talk to them after every mission and they give you your sort of, they give you their opinion and all that. It wasn't like that, but I thought they were all well voice acted for the most part. I think Afra had a few lines where she just was a bit flat and it was a bit strange. There were some really good companion quests. I believe Siora's stands out, whereas Afra's doesn't. A great companion quest for me. I think Afra's quest would have been great as a side mission. Yes, we were helping her learn, and that was making her like us, but I think she would have been much better as a side mission and have her side quest actually develop her character a bit more. We know she's sciencey. Yes, I guess she sort of had a character arc being like, I don't believe in native magic, to them being like, oh, maybe I believe in native magic. But, you know, I like my companion quest to flesh them out and do something really personal for them. And that could have just been a side quest, and I would have preferred that. Or maybe give her that as be the lead up to a big, like, oh man, I'm having an identity crisis. Magic is real or whatever. And then we're like, hey, Afra, shut up. Everything's fine. Magic's cool and science exists too. And then it's like, thanks Desade, and all that, but I don't know, I'm turn that into a mission somehow. But instead hers fell a bit flat. Siora's was great, Kurt's was great, Vasco's was great, but then I found myself not using him all that much. I think there should have been a big old focus on light armor, medium armor, and heavy armor, and having, this all stems from basically Vasco having no armor that looks good, or having to sacrifice armor that looks good purely for stats, or your companions are like wet tissue paper and they can just be rammed through immediately. You need them to have good stats, but then you also want them to look good, and I couldn't balance that with Vasco especially. Vasco, the Naught gear was just a bit gross. No, it wasn't. Sorry, the Naught gear looked really cool, but it just didn't have very good stats. So I had to give Vasco, I don't know, I gave him that brown brigandine, which didn't fit with him at all, and I had to give him a helmet, and I had to mix and match everyone's styles, and there just wasn't quite enough unique gear for each faction. Maybe that'll change in patches, I don't know. They have said that then this is the full package, and I don't think they'll be releasing DLC from what I remember. I'd be happy for a little DLC campaign, but I'd also be happy for Greedfall too, so we'll see. But yeah, I'll move on from that for now. I mean, you know, it's their first attempt at something like this as far as I could tell, or at least something on this scale. I could be entirely wrong. Please feel free to correct me if you're a big Spiders fan, or Spiders knowledge boy. But yeah, I mean, I liked the story a lot. I thought it was a bit rote at the end. I think it had quite an anticlimactic ending, which didn't make all that much sense, but then it was sort of wrapped up with Deconcilion being like, and then the guys did this, which was kind of cute, and that made me forget about it for a sec. But yeah, shanking Constantine and him just dying didn't make all that much sense. I mean, I guess we weakened him at those bondage points, but why? What? How did he just die? He's now a fucking Onol Malawi. Not only that, a Donegad. We watched fucking Tina the Cactus, or Mev, sorry, get shot in the fucking stomach, like twice, and she was fine. She got up and it was like, we heal way quicker, and then she was walking the next day. Hell, she walked a few seconds later. Like, why did that kill Constantine when he is supposedly the most powerful Donegad in the world? It just didn't make much sense. The final mission really did try to emulate Mass Effect 2 Suicide Mission, I believe. With all your crew coming with you and, you know, doing all that stuff, which I thought was really cool. But it didn't quite work because then you were just leaving behind your companion. I found it a really weird decision that I was stuck with Petrus. I'm sure they could have worked out a way to be like, these are your most used companions. These are companions that like you most. They'll stick with you either to the end and do the Constantine fight with you, which might not have worked with what they were going for, or at least stick with you to the end and like I could have had Siora be my last one and then we meet the natives at the end. But no, for some reason I had Petrus. I don't have anything against Petrus. I think he's really cool. He just wasn't exactly my favorite, and definitely not the one I use the most, so I thought it was really weird with that. But I did really like the story. There were a lot of times, it had a lot of false endings, which I thought was really cool, and each time it built upon said false ending, and it was like, even more things, you know, everything's great. And the twists were really good as well. It was clunky, in that the game would spoil itself to you. You could go a bit beyond where you're meant to be, do some additional exploration, and you could talk to a character. I remember there was a native that spoiled to me that we were born from the island, or our mother was from the island, and I was like, well, what the fuck, we didn't learn that yet. So yeah, the game has a tendency to spoil itself if you go a bit too far. I mean, I'm sure that could be easily patched, right? Just enabling those lines that you could ask about once you've done that story beat. It can't be that difficult to do that, right? But yeah, I enjoyed the story. It's not going to win any awards, but I thought it was really cool. And I know there's multiple endings. I think possibly quite a few more than we had. Obviously, there's the kill Constantine, join Constantine, but I think there's many, many, many more endings, and like how the world can end up and stuff like that. Witcher 3 style, you know. One thing I thought was utterly amazing was the progression system. Maybe not so much in combat. Combat was a bit weak, you know. I mean, it felt good at the end when I was just able to blast through things with, like, Storm and then Shadow Burst. That felt really good. But, I fell out of combat quite a lot. I was running past all the animals out in the wild because I just was a bit bored with the combat, to be honest. Especially when we're just fighting really weak things. The combat was never like, whoa, this is going to be great. It was sort of like, yeah, okay, this is going to be kind of cool, or, oh god, I'm just going to run right through it, you know? Especially, I don't know if maybe it's different with melee or firearms or traps or whatever the hell, but I found magic to not really be that upgradable. We had some really cool things, but then it didn't really... There were maybe three? I think there were 4 total magic attacks in the game. You had Shadow Burst, you had the regular magic missile, you had the magic punch, you had your Q attack, which looked dumb and stupid, and it was like, that's our special, what the fuck? And they were basically the 4 offensive damage-dealing magic attacks. And that was it. I would love way more. I'd love classes of magic, like Flame. Just, you know, like, I don't know how a bigger RPG would do it. Like Skyrim, maybe that's difficult to do. It's a small dev team, and I gotta bear that in mind. But, like, I don't know. I feel like you could have done a little bit more with the magic. And then even with guns, when I finally got a gun, it was sort of just stand there and shoot. It felt impactful, but yeah, combat was a bit lackluster, but what I did really love was the progression system outside of combat, meaning your talents. And I also liked how all the traits allowed you to wear different kinds of equipment. I thought that was really cool. Not just that you're doing better with said equipment, but you couldn't even wear heavier armor if you didn't have endurance, or you couldn't wield a really powerful rifle if you didn't have the accuracy to back it up. Same with strength and weapons and agility in weapons and stuff like that. But what I really liked was vigor, charisma, intuition, science. Crafting was cool, which I only noticed at the end. I really liked the crafting system where you could sort of put attachments onto your armor and stuff and choose what you like, and both aesthetically and stats wise, really fun. But yeah, and what was the last one? Science, intuition, charisma, crafting, vigor. Can't remember the last one. But yeah, I thought it was really cool. I love how science, you know, it opened up so many different opportunities. Vigor, with being able to climb up these walls to access different places and come at your missions in new ways by balancing on beams, jumping across platforms. Science, allowing you to blow holes in walls and shit like that and then just sneak in that way. I don't know how you sneak once you've literally started an explosion, but it works. And what else? Charisma, obviously. Talk your way through. Intuition, talk your way through. And also be able to sneak through passages. I don't know how that comes into intuition, but whatever. I thought that was amazing. It opened up a lot of different playstyles depending on what you plugged your points into. And that is something that I found, I don't know, it felt really unique. It felt so damn unique. The amount of ways you could approach several missions was amazing, at least to begin with. Sometimes you'd notice that in the missions it would all lead to the same outcome anyway, which I didn't find that cool, but it was a really good foundation to build upon for future games. Well, I guess one last negative point are the game-breaking bugs. Okay, not game-breaking, immersion-breaking bugs, and fucking annoying bugs at that. For my most heinous example, well, my most heinous examples always come during combat. For example, when you're literally in the midst of firing at an enemy, they're right in your face, suddenly they'll lose you. You've nearly got them, like, on the ropes, they're nearly fucking dead. They'll somehow forget where you are and combat will end. And they will have fully healed, only to turn around and immediately see you again and start fighting. Even if you were literally plugging attacks into their face as we speak. It didn't make any sense. We didn't heal, which made it even worse. But yeah, they just forget where you are, heal up, and immediately come and beat you up again. And it's like, they'll probably patch it. I hope they patch it, because it's dumb as fuck. But it really did annoy me at times. As well with when combat would start in locations that you then can't reach. For example, there were 2 big lizard enemies, I believe, on the platform below us who somehow saw me when I was still on the platform above. And when you start combat, you can't jump down platforms. So they were sort of just angry at me, and they were like, hey, we go and kill you, or whatever. But I couldn't go and reach them, and I couldn't run away far enough because of how the area was laid out to break the combat, so I was stuck and I had to reload a save. Very, very annoying, not necessarily game-breaking, but the game is buggy. You will be getting an absolute ton of clunk with this game, but I can't recommend it enough. Overall, this game is my biggest surprise of the year by far. I can't believe how much fun I've had with it, and how invested I was in the story, and still am. I want more. Give me more Greedfall. And I don't know. I think that's where I'm going to leave it for now. I don't really number my reviews. I don't know what I would number this one. I feel like the number is sometimes kind of arbitrary. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Please do like, subscribe, comment, share, do all that amazing stuff. It really does help out both me and the channel. And I will love you forever and kiss you twice. Mwah, mwah. And I'll see you around in the channel. There's some amazing stuff going on right now. There's some amazing stuff that has already happened in the past, and some amazing stuff coming in the future, and I'm sure you will find something that is perfectly suited to you. That's a strike guarantee. Don't sue me if I'm wrong, except there will be something for you, because you've already watched this video, which means you like Greedfall, so just rewatch Greedfall. There you go. Can't sue me, Disney. You're not Disney. Mickey Mouse just sitting there listening to my review. Wouldn't that be adorable? Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you elsewhere. I'll see you in the next one, whatever we do next. Thank you guys so much for watching. Goodbye!